Harbinger Down, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So Lance Henriksen and a whole bunch of practical effects brought to us by, do we happen to know the fellow's name?
We do.
Okay.
Alec Gillis.
Gillis, that's the guy.
Yep.
So whenever we got this one sent over, it was accompanied with the longest goddamn press release I've ever seen in my life. Did you get a hold of that thing?
I did.
Oh my god. So really good info for one thing.
For sure.
But something I didn't know is that Gillis, I guess, did the effects on the Thing reboot. Him and his team.
Yeah, and a lot of it was kicked out and replaced with CG.
Yeah, and he was pissed.
Which I don't blame him. If
Absolutely.
you've seen that movie, you should be pissed because that CG is some of the worst.
So, like, after when I go back and edit this episode later, I'm just gonna like replace your voice with Yogi Bear and be like, "No, it's cool, bro. It's cool."
It would actually be better than the CG.
That'd be really good, actually. But yeah, I would totally be pissed. And apparently, that kind of lit the flame for me to be like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna do my own movie. I'm gonna have it practical effect driven, and I guess they went to Kickstarter. They got a successfully funded Kickstarter campaign, and
which apparently is one of the most successful that's ever been.
Yeah, like period. And I can understand why. I can definitely understand why the movie.
They've got the credentials.
Yeah, and the movie looks absolutely gorgeous. Like,
it is a good looking movie.
As far as the the camera work and everything on there, like I thought it was fantastic. What did you think, presentation wise?
Also on the presentation, looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, they got a lot of money, and it shows. It looks good.
It shows.
And I believe Alec also did the directing on this film as well.
Yeah,
and he's got a pretty good eye for.
This is one of his first
shots. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Like as far as a directorial, like shit the directors do, I would have never known that this was his first. I mean, he's an effects guy,
right?
know?
That's what he's known to do.
And I'm sure that you do more. He's been in the industry for a very long time, so I'm sure he's been around, even if not in an official capacity. But yeah, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, he got to learn on the job.
Right, and this is the best possibly way you can do it.
No complaints there. But I will say, I believe he also wrote this movie.
Okay.
And that is where my complaints begin.
I don't know if I have a problem with the writing per se, but I do have a problem with a good bit of the acting.
Yeah, and I feel like those go hand in hand in this particular case.
It could, but some of the lines, like I think I understand. I could see why you would say something about the acting.
Sure. You said something about the acting. I said something about the writing.
Shit. I can see how we would get mistaken with that. But, I think that even if you have subpar writing, like the right actor or actress can really, you'll never know.
You make a fair point.
Unfortunately, there's one or two individuals in particular that are really painful to get through pretty much anything they say. And there's also like Lance Henriksen, he's a fucking boss. So there's really nothing that he does that I didn't think that felt weird or forced or anything.
He's had a weird career for me the last several years because he's been in a lot of things, and I always feel like he's just phoning it in. I'm just
he's one of those
up.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah, I feel like Eric Roberts is another one of those guys. Like you know he can put up a good performance, but he just takes jobs, phones it in, makes a payday.
So you feel like he phoned it in?
But I don't feel like he phoned it in this time.
Okay.
I feel like this time we got like what we remember,
right,
and why we love Lance Henriksen.
And I think this was probably a personal project for him because he's worked on movies where Gillis did the effects in the past, so I'm sure there's a prior relationship
wanted to make sure that this was going to be good. Not on his part, golden. Chad's dying on some whiskey over there in the bag. I hope it showed up on audio.
But yeah, Henriksen does absolutely. He's great.
Yeah. Golden.
The lead girl, like the secondary girl, that's in the film.
Isn't that his like daughter? I believe in the
or granddaughter, I think.
Okay, something one of those.
But either way, like her, they're a film crew, right? So they're a film crew that are trying to find like what is it, dolphins or whales or some shit? Is that
they're in fucking Alaska looking for some kind of scientific shit?
Yeah, they're tracking like a dolphin or a whale or
I believe it's a whale. Beluga whales, I believe is what it is.
Okay, that's it.
Trying to pretend like I don't know the plot, but but I do.
So they're looking at some whale shit for a minute. And they see like this weird flashing red beacon. They pull the beacon up. It turns out this is this fucking Russian spacecraft that has landed in the ocean, off of Antarctica.
Froze solid.
frozen solid. So logically, the first thing that you would do, open that bitch up.
Right?
And as you might expect,
Could be space goodies in there.
well, there were.
Certainly were.
There were. Good call. So, you open that shit up, and as you may expect, things just go wrong from there.
Tends to happen.
Some sort of creature was let loose. Now, the creature, we've talked about the effects,
Right.
kind of.
Sort of.
I really think that not only were the effects pretty good, every now and again you could spot some CG in there, but the CG was used just to add a little bit of visual flair to the practical effects that were already there.
Right.
So I didn't mind it at all in this situation.
No, it's done in the kind of way where, like, even a decade from now, and let's say effects get so good
Right.
that it's unbelievable, you can still watch this movie and accept the fact that it's practical effects, and it's still going to look okay. All of The Thing, you can still watch The Thing
Sure.
from '82, and it still looks good.
Yep.
So, I mean, totally okay with it.
One thing I thought was interesting on these is like all of the practical stuff, because the creature can change form from liquid to solid, which led to some pretty cool scenes here and there. But it had these little stringy shooting things that it would do all the time. And anytime the stringy stuff happened, it looked like it was filmed in like a time lapse. Like things got really jittery and fast really quick.
Some of the movement of the creature did the
Yeah.
same as well.
And I think part of that probably they had to do for like the practical effects to work.
Yeah.
Because it's probably really hard to shoot something that you made with your hands moving.
Sure.
Like it's not real. It can't move. And it's not computer generated, so you can't like graph it to move. So you might think that looks jarring because it's almost like stop motion sort of looking for a while.
A lot of it is. And
Yeah.
that very well could be how they did some of that, because some of that's really fast motion.
Right. And it's just for like split scenes
Right.
here and there, not enough to really focus on and like be turned off by it. It was noticeable for me, but I actually thought it added like a cool little flair to things that I thought was pretty nice.
Right, because maybe that's how that creature is intended to look.
We don't know.
We don't. It's from outer space. What the hell do we
Exactly. And
know?
it's vaguely Russian.
Vaguely Russian. Yeah, I mean, I like the look of all of that, but I couldn't help but notice, kept feeling like we were watching The Thing, but on a boat.
Yeah, it is
Like,
very
the
similar.
storyline was... And to his credit, there's a couple little Easter eggs, we'll
There's
call
some
them.
nods.
Yeah, to it. And one of my favorite was, there's a scene, they're going down in the hull of the ship looking for, God, I don't even remember what now. But, like, the bottom right-hand corner, there is a chest wizard computer. And in 1982's The Thing, that's the machine that Kurt Russell's character, McCreary, is always playing. And he gets pissed off and dumps his whiskey on. It's a chest, which was a fictional computer system that they made up for the movie.
Right,
so,
and that was same fictional computer
right
system.
there,
Is in
yeah,
this,
right there. So that's a nice little nod. So I did appreciate that. It's like, okay, we accept the fact that we're remaking The Thing.
We're biting off of it,
right?
quite a bit.
That kind of helped me swallow it a little bit better.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can get that. I mean, I do feel like big picture, I enjoyed it. Like
overall, yes.
Like if I had donated to that crowdfunding campaign, I'd feel pretty
You're
good
not gonna
about
be
where my
super
money
mad.
went to.
No. Some of the characters though, like
Characters weren't good, man.
like the Russian chick. Let's go ahead and single her out. For me,
Okay.
that was just a weird character. I mean, I know it is kind of like a love letter to the '80s, which okay, that fits perfect.
Yeah, at some point, this turns into a James Bond film of some sort.
A little bit, like the Russian spies are here.
Yeah,
to,
like I don't really understand.
retrieve the frozen astronaut that's been there for like decades now or something. Like you couldn't have went and got it ahead of time.
I don't know.
We had to wait for this crabbing boat to go by, and like she's undercover crabber. Like how does that work? Our best undercover work is going to be as a crabber.
Yeah, I didn't really. You gotta have a twist, right? You gotta have a plot twist
I
that,
guess
that
you
does
do.
something.
It was just so that whole character was so overwritten. It was, you know what, James Bond is a good thing because she is like the most James Bond.
Yeah,
villain
like
ever.
that's really what I felt about it. Like when that accent and like all that
lockjaw
stuff,
and
and she's beating ass, knowing all these martial arts.
Right, there's
and
a
whatnot.
monstrous 7-foot individual in this movie. I mean, he's a huge dude, and she's just whooping his ass.
And I gotta say, that was the sloppiest triangle I've ever seen in my life. Like somehow, like in movies, like mixed martial arts and jiu-jitsu techniques have kind of been making their way into films. I watched a movie with Tom Cruise not long ago. It was actually a really good movie. I can't think of the name of it. It was more of a sci-fi flick, but he hits the hardest triangle like in the world. But it's just like legs forming an X like over their neck. Like,
just
hey man,
out.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You know,
we've been watching MMA for decades now at this point.
But sure as shit, this Russian girl just throws up her legs in a cross, and this man's about to fall asleep.
And just going out.
You know, just you worked so hard in the effects. Like, just put a little bit of effort into your combat.
And if that man's that big compared to her, he would just slam her through a wall and call it a day.
Yep.
He's just so big.
Yeah, that is one of the biggest motherfuckers I've ever seen on film.
He's huge. And
funny too, he wasn't one of the bad ones.
He actually kind of wasn't, and I think the writing of his character kind of lends to his personality.
Yeah, he was the goofy kind of, you know,
just lovable, gigantic monster-ish guy.
We don't need too much out of you.
Right.
So
show up on screen, be cool,
right?
Be a crowd favorite. He did it.
Yep, absolutely.
Now, another character that wasn't written so great was, because I can't even remember much of him, was. What was the young guy? I guess it was the main lead character.
The love interest?
Yeah.
The love interest that doesn't really fucking matter at any point in time.
Like, I can barely remember him. I know he's there, but I don't remember.
Like, until you mentioned him just now, I forgot that he was in the film.
Well done, guys.
Yeah, like, what kind of love interest is that? Like, you do not care. Like, the main love interest is between the granddaughter and Lance Henriksen. Like, that's the love interest, you know, like not in a weird kind of way, but like that's the relationship that you care about.
Yeah, sure. The old family coming back together,
right. And that level worked for me. You know, I thought she was good. I thought the main character was good. I thought they did a really good with the prick from the college or whatever. Like I hated that fucking guy. So good job
there.
Yeah, like if you. Like their whole thing was like whenever someone dies,
property of the university.
Like whenever someone dies, they want you to feel something. I was like, hey, I felt happiness when that guy went out.
Was something. There.
Yeah. So that's a feeling. Fuck it.
That probably was the only one. Actually, yeah, you have feelings back. Like, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. You're gone now.
Yeah, thank God. But good effects.
He's got a cool death scene too when he transforms.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was fucking weird. Yeah. So
that was very Thing-esque, but in a good way, not like. You're still in that, but like, that's okay,
right.
I like that
I see what you're doing.
Yeah,
good job. So good effects, subpar acting, good directing, subpar story.
Yeah.
So this is like a really mixture of good and bad here, or good and poor, not bad.
Yeah, poor is probably a more accurate way of saying it, because bad does kind of make you think like, stay away. But yeah, 50-50. He's hitting 50-50, and I mean, if this is like this is on the early part of his career, heading out, doing his own thing.
And shit, I really hope he does more, because I like the passion that he brings to the effects. And there's nothing like practical effects. Like, I know we say it and we beat the drum and we say it over and over again. Once you see it in action in something like Harbinger Down, like, man, it is. I don't want anything else other than that. Like, it looks so good.
I think there's enough of us out there that want that this movie will do okay. Based purely on that alone.
Yep. And if nothing else, even if it doesn't, then he has a hell of a title to put on his highlight reel, and maybe he can go get another effects gig somewhere else. You know?
Right. And, I think this is just another case of a guy who's figuring it all out. He just needs a talented writer to go ahead and square it all off. And I'll take a chance on some of these young people out there that are going to work for very little just to get their foot in. Because there's some good writers out there
that probably have stacks of screenplays.
Right,
sitting up and you like this one? You like this one?
You don't have to be the writer and the director. You can take one of those off your plate and let somebody else in.
And be better at that one thing, probably.
Which would be insane, because he wasn't bad at the one thing he did good.
So by the time the credits rolled, I think I literally said out loud, okay.
Yeah, I was... I hate to say it, but I was starting to lose interest.
Yeah.
It was just...
It ended at just the right time. If it had gone on much further, it would have been a problem.
Yeah, I would have started to struggle at that point. So, I don't know if that was well thought out or just by chance.
Just happened out that way. So, give it a watch. It is worth your time, if nothing else, just for the visuals alone. You've probably already seen the story before.
Definitely.
And the acting is nothing to write home about.
If you're a creature feature fan, sure, this one's got finally there's good effects in a creature feature.
Right.
If you're a fan of that subgenre, Definitely do yourself a favor.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Harbinger Down. That's all we got.
That's all we need.
We're going to go ahead and take our last break. When we come back, we're going to introduce a new segment called Sound Bites or Sound Bites. How about it's like sound bite, like that really bites.
There's going to be some bites for that. There's some punishments involved on this one for us. So.
Punishments.
Oh,
sound bites. You know.
Damn.
I'm really trying to hammer this name home here. But we're going to take our last break. When we come back, we'll explain all that shit and get into sound bites.